Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of 1923 Main Street.
Home of the Disney Travel Podcast with the latest Disney travel news. We are your hosts.
I am Mike Bello-Braddock.
And I'm Amelia Bello-Braddock. And today, finally, changes are coming to dining at Walt Disney World and Disneyland, as well as some refurbishments at Aulani, and Disneyland Resort holiday season dates and details have been released.
Yes, your vacation planning is about to get a little bit easier. I call this the small big change. And it's one of those things that has been a real pain for years when you're planning a Disney World or Disneyland vacation. And we are talking about the dining reservation change. Unbelievable it took this long, but you can now, get this, you can now look for times that you actually want. And if they're available, you can book them. Because that's not how it used to be for the last all of eternity. If you've booked vacations at Disney World or Disneyland in the past, they typically show you 3 times around the time you sort of want to go.
Around the time.
Really isn't helpful. And the problem with it was that you're trying to book a week vacation, and you had to sort of book everything else around the very limited times they graced you with.
Well, dining's very important.
Yeah, so it was a bit of a pain because you couldn't actually see all the available slots that would allow you to make informed decisions. Well, now you can, so you're going to have the ability to see and pick from all the available times, not just 3. And, you know, we shouldn't be so excited about this, but we are, because it makes a difference.
I wonder if they were running into problems with Disney Genie, where they weren't linked, and so they had to change it. Anyway, reservation availability will be sorted by meal period, so you can see which menu is being served during the time of your reservation or your slot.
Yeah, this is a good thing, actually.
It's important because if you're booking a 4 p.m., then you can see if they're still serving lunch or if they're serving dinner, or same thing if you're at like 11. You know, some restaurants might serve breakfast, some might serve lunch. So it's important to know, especially if you have picky eaters for your kids.
So that's a nice add. Not only did they let us choose from all the times they have available, but they are adding a little enhancement there by allowing you to sort of see the menus for those times. And yeah, those shoulder periods.
I'm a little bit shocked. A little bit shocked they hadn't done it up to this point.
Yeah, it's true, because we'll often say, are they serving lunch then still, or what? Or when's breakfast end and lunch? You know, stuff like that for restaurants that do serve all 3 meals, obviously, or 2 of the 3.
You know what? Better late than never. I do appreciate that they've made the move to do this.
Yeah, it's a very good thing. And like I said, it's a small change, but it's a big change that's really going to help with your planning, because you can now compare restaurants and see all the time. So it's going to be a lot easier to say, oh, shoot, I can't get into Narcoossee's, but I could get into California Grill at that exact time I want because you have another Lightning Lane booked or something in Magic Kingdom. And by the way, I'm wondering if this weirdness that was going on with dining reservations, we did finally get Narcoossee's. Now, they opened it up 2 weeks before our date, not 60 days. So I'm wondering if this system update was sort of affecting some of the restaurants, and that's why they were holding inventory back or something.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see going forward.
Well, maybe
but if you're stuck in that, at least it did come through for us.
They might have been holding dining plan inventory, but just
I'm
like
wondering.
in a big block. But
yeah, if they're working on the system, and, you know, Disney IT, as much as I love their tech, their IT is not always solid and secure. If you've ever tried to book an annual pass or a party on the day they're released, you know that things crash pretty quickly. So anyway,
not much better than
that,
Ticketmaster.
Yeah, that's right. So these updates will roll out across their website and both phone platforms, iOS and Android. So you will be able to take advantage of this. Like I said, it's a really good change. I think it's a big change, even though it's a small change.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Disney Aulani. If you are going there in October, this pool closure for refurbishment, I would say, is pretty significant.
Yeah.
It's not the main pool, but
I'd be pretty upset.
You love this pool.
It's the best pool.
Why don't you explain? So let me tell what it is, and then Amelia will explain the pool. So if you're heading to Aulani in October, the Kamaka Pool and Grotto, which is the fun part, including the Whirlpool Spa, will be closed October 9th to 28th. This is a showpiece pool. It's not the main pool with the slides. That will still be open. Most of the other pools are open. The stream's open and all that stuff. The Keiki Cove, which is the kids area. The Wailana pool's open. They did not mention Menehune Bridge, so I'm not sure if that's open. That's the splash pad.
Yeah.
But the Kamaka Pool and Grotto is amazing.
Okay, it's the best pool. Visually, it looks amazing. It's very realistic, grotto-y. It also has a spa with whirlpool jets and everything related to it, which is also closed. So that's something you're missing out on. But basically, it has like this really overarching structure, which is very fun.
It's a cave-like
to
grotto.
Play in. Yeah, it's literally they made a grotto. And it looks amazing. It looks quite realistic.
It's also an
I would
infinity
say.
pool. So when you look out, you just see the ocean. I'm going to post an amazing picture of this pool. It was our favorite pool. Amelia, when she was younger.
You feel like you're in the ocean. You
we used
feel
to
like you're a
play-
mermaid.
We used to play that mermaid hiding game, remember? Because there's rocks in the middle and there's like a cave grotto you can go under. And then there's the infinity pool part where people like to sit and overlook the ocean. But you can have a lot of fun. We used to play hide and seek when she was little in this pool. You know, because there's places to hide. It's not just like a wide open pool. So it's going to be closed again, October 9th to 28th. It's too bad if you are going in that time because it is our favorite pool.
I would postpone.
I mean, we love them all. You know, there's lots of pools and plus the reef for, you know, snorkeling and all that. There's no shortage.
There's lots to do, but it is something that you might be missing out on. So just beware.
Water features are everywhere, plus the ocean. You know, on top of that, they have their little cove.
Oh, yeah. It's just
no rough waves. But yeah, it is a really cool thing, especially if you have a kid that loves mermaids.
Yeah, it's a personal favorite. I don't know if they'll let you bring a mermaid tail, but if you could and you're going when it's open.
Oh yeah, that would be a photo.
I recommend it.
You know, if you had one and you got there when it opened and no one was there, you could take some amazing social media photos.
I was just going to say, that's true. It's great for Instagram photos.
Wow,
also,
I just thought of that.
Even for adults,
We're not going to be back there till hopefully next summer, so that would be great. We'll have to add that to our box. Or if you're listening, do it. Send us some pics. There you go. I gave you a great social idea. Sneak it in there before they tell you not to have it if they do. But if you go and it's empty, which it is sometimes, like if you go super early, you might get at least enough of a space in there.
Yeah, if you go during sunrise yoga.
Yeah, some really amazing photos in a mermaid tail in the grotto. I think that would look awesome. All right, now it is only August. Oh my goodness, it's August already.
Yes, it's Taylor Swift month.
Yeah, it's Taylor Swift month. And here in Canada, she's finally coming. So, you know, we're seeing if we can get on that list. But also, Disneyland is planning for Christmas. We will be at Disney World in Christmas, but Disneyland has some cool stuff coming. What are the dates for their holidays this year?
So their holiday dates range from November 10th all the way through January 7th, which is actually Epiphany, Ukrainian Christmas, all those other dates. So it's technically still the Christmas season and they have lots going on. So the Disney Festival of Holidays, it draws, you know, inspiration from Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Diwali, all sorts of different holidays around that time, not just Christmas, but there will be some new treats this year and some, you know, returning favorite food and drinks all at the Festival of the Holidays marketplace. And there's music and dance performances at the Palisades stage.
Yeah, this is in Disney California Adventure Park. This is like the Festival of the Holidays that they now do at Epcot. I believe it started here, as I recall.
Yeah, the original. And they have Sonoma Terrace for the first time in the Hollywood backlot. And you can dance along, you know, with the Pixar characters when they have the beat of the holiday toy drummers for Mickey's Happy Holidays.
Yep, and the Sip and Savor Pass is back. So there you go. If you're looking forward to that. It offers you 8 entitlement tabs, as they call them, that you can use for food or non-alcoholic beverages.
They made that very clear.
In Disney California Adventure Park. And the good thing is, it's valid for the entire Festival of the Holidays, and it can be shared among family and friends. So your whole group can sample dishes together.
Yeah, it's quite inclusive. I'm a fan of it, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that they let you share that. I don't know if they always did that. It just jumped out at me this time. Because
better than Netflix.
Yeah. Yes, it is. They did not follow the Netflix policy for the Sip and Savor Pass. And if you like the Spanish Christmas angle, Viva Navidad is back at the Paradise Gardens Theater for its 10th anniversary.
Yes, very nice. So this year you can have a all-new menu at Paradise Garden Grill, and they have the 3 caballeros who will host a joyous street party, and they have all Mexican folklorico dancers and maracas, Brazilian samba dancers, you know, a whole deal.
Mariachis, yes, everybody's there. And there are giant puppets, those sort of Latin-influenced large puppets. I'm not even going to say what they're actually called because I can't pronounce it. And Mickey and Minnie in their holiday best, of course, which you can expect at any festive season.
Yes, and of course, you can expect some of your favorite Disney characters with special appearances like Mirabelle from Encanto.
Yeah, so that's what's happening over at California Adventure now, across all of Disneyland Resort, there is more going on,
Yeah, they've got
as you would expect.
So some festive decor and attractions over at Disneyland Resort. So first off, at Sleeping Beauty's Winter Castle, it has the beautiful icicles and the snow-capped turrets, as well as the oversized gingerbread house at Disney's Grand Californian Hotel. And if you like Christmas trees, they have a ton of uniquely themed ornaments, and there are plenty to see in both parks. Downtown Disney District, Disney's Grand Californian Hotel, and Disneyland Hotel as well. So they're everywhere. Be sure to check them out. As well as, since it is the holiday season, you might be seeing some magic snow falling in areas of Disneyland Park. And I have to say, it's quite realistic.
Yeah, I love the snow falling. It's sort of like
pretty
foam
good.
almost. Like it's not cold, obviously, but when it lands on you, it sort of sticks like snow does. The fluffy. If you're a northerner who gets snow,
Yeah, as Canadians, pretty good.
Yeah, it most mimics the sort of fluffy, slightly wet snow that falls. That's what it's sort of like. So
Yeah, and of course, certain attractions also get their holiday overlays. So in Disneyland, they have the wintry waterway of It's a Small World holiday.
yeah, and they play like holiday tunes in sort of among It's a Small World.
Yeah,
So,
they really
they do it
really,
well. They
it's-
don't do this at Disney World.
No,
It's
they
shameful.
should. We need to
Shameful, I say.
We need to go here one Christmas. Honestly, it's very beautiful. And Jack Skellington redecorates the Haunted Mansion as per usual, and he makes it the frightfully festive Haunted Mansion holiday. And this year, they have a new haunted gingerbread house.
Yes, Jack is bringing a gingerbread house. I'm assuming it's going to be in the dining room scene, but I don't know.
Ooh. Yeah, he's stepping it up this year, honestly. And then in Disney's California Adventure, Luigi's Joy to the World and Mater's Jingle Jamboree both bring their seasonal spins for holidays.
As in Haul.
Yes, Disney loves a good pun.
And then finally, there are the seasonal spectaculars, as
Well,
Disney
of
would
course
call
there
them, in
would be.
holiday entertainment. So lots of festive photos. Watch for Mickey and friends in their new holiday outfits in Disneyland Park. And they're putting a spin on the classic red and green this year with mid-century modern inspired looks. So we'll see what that looks like.
Yeah, they've got a lot going on at the moment, but I am excited to see.
And if you're a Santa Claus fan, he'll be there too. And you can pose for jolly photos
Sorry,
around Disneyland Resort.
Who's not a Santa Claus fan?
Well, people who don't celebrate Christmas. But even then...
Yeah, but do they dislike him?
No, I don't think they do. And, I'm sure there's some kids who think, just in case, I better cozy up to Santa.
Yeah.
I think it's good to cover yourself off all the festive holidays, just in case some magic spins over from one to the other.
Exactly.
And for Merry Entertainment, Disneyland Park has a Christmas fantasy parade starring characters from Frozen, Toy Story, and more. And in the evening, watch for Believe in Holiday Magic, their Christmas-themed, holiday-themed fireworks show.
Yes, I have to say, I think I am going to have to give the point to Disneyland this year. It looks pretty good.
Well, we'll see.
Well, it's very promising. It's hit a lot of the right notes with me, so we will have to see.
And Disney California will have World of Color Christmas version called Season of Light, filling Paradise Bay with the holiday spirit. And Downtown Disney isn't just for holiday shopping, although it is good for that.
Well, of course
I must
it is.
say. I've bought quite a few gifts for you there. Sometimes I'm there at Christmas when you're not. You can also groove to a variety of seasonal live musical performances on select evenings on the Downtown Disney live stage. And the Grand Californian is going to have some live entertainment too, so watch for that.
Now,
So there you go. Christmas at Disneyland.
I do have to say I am a little bit biased, giving it the point simply because Walt Disney World is not going to start on November 1st. As we know, they have the Halloween party that day. So maybe I'm just sending a little bit of my merry spirits this way. But it does look very magical, and I'm excited to see it at both sides of the country when we get there.
All right, everyone, that is the news for this week. Thank you for listening. As always, follow along on social media at 1923 Main Street. We will see you again next week, and have a magical day.
Bye-bye!